Yes, bro.
Yo, man, glad to have you on, man. Welcome to HopeJamz.
Thank you for having me, man.
Yeah, man. Yo, how are you doing tonight?
Good, thank you. Just chilling. Had a long week, so just chilling today.
Chilling,
Chilling
yeah.
with the family.
Yeah, man. Give yourself an introduction, man. I'm sure everyone should know you because you're one of the legendary, I'd say one of the most well-known rappers of the UK kind of gospel scene. But, I mean, for those people that don't know you, like, give yourself a little intro.
Sure, my name's AStar. I'm from East London, and I've been rapping since I was maybe for about 12 years now.
Yeah.
And I share my faith through my music, and I share my life stories, and I've just brought out an EP, my debut EP, Revolutionary, and it went to number 4 in the UK official Christian and Gospel charts.
Whoa.
And number 4 on iTunes. So I've been touring around the UK and promoting the EP, and I'm working on some new stuff soon, hopefully.
I gotta say, man, I first heard you. You were literally one of the first guys that I found. Basically, what happened was back in like 5 years ago, I just started being a Christian. I wasn't fully Christianized, but I was like getting in there. I just finding out about what the UK gospel scene was,
Right.
and there was a bunch of videos I found online. I think at the time it was the gospelcypher.com or something.
Yeah.
And man. Then I found these. I don't know where I got them from, but like I downloaded these tunes. But one of them was like you and Miss Man and the Levites when you were about to catch a bus or something.
Yeah. So that was old school, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. That was a freestyle we did, I think, just on YouTube, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I got it as an audio first. I didn't even know it was a YouTube. I just
wow.
got it as an audio.
Wow, I didn't know they released it then like that.
Yeah, man. And I just that's when I first heard about you, and that's back when you were with Miss Man you were Forever Christ, right?
Indeed, I was in a duo called Forever Christ. Big up Miss Man. That's my guy, my brother.
Yeah, that's amazing, man. Is Miss Man still in the game then?
He's he got married and he's got a child, so life responsibilities is what he's been busy with. But I'm trying to convince him to come back. I know he will do because he loves music.
Yeah.
So I think he will come back, but I don't think just yet.
Yeah, man. But that's for me. That's what when I was first looking into it, you were literally one of the first guys that I come across.
Right.
And this is like going on 5 years now. Now I'm into like the US scene and the UK scene, and I know a lot more people. But that's why for me, it's like I'd say you're a legend because you've been in it. For me, you're the most well-known person, you know.
I appreciate that, man. It's humbling to know, but I came in behind much more other people. When I came up, I was coming behind people like New Direction Crew, Dwayne Triumph, Jahazio, and guys like that.
Yeah, man, and that's the thing, and the other thing is that now, obviously you say with the Revolutionary EP, you've been promoting it and touring a bit across the UK, but alongside like people like Governor B and Faith Child who've taken all the stages, my question is like, why isn't that you up there all the stages? Is it because you're so busy in your regular life?
I wouldn't say that, and it's a good question. To be honest, I have had a few people ask me them questions. It depends what stages we're talking about. If we're talking about things like festival stages, then honestly, bro, I can't give you an answer. People get booked more than others. I don't know if it's because they've got more music out than me, or maybe it's their sounds. Faith Child and Governor B have a very pop sound in their music, and I don't have pop at all. I stay real to my sound that I love, and it's grime, and it's more of an underground sound that people would describe it as.
Yeah.
But grime is changing, man. Like it's now a point where it's mainstream. We just had a grime album last week go number 1 in the UK with Stormzy. So it is changing a lot, and people are really taking in grime in the UK and across the world. So I see people like grime acts like myself doing main stages and festival and stuff like that soon enough. I've done a few. But yeah, hopefully in the near future we'll have more grime acts that will be doing big stages. Yeah,
man, and that's what I hope as well. And that's why I ask that, because the amount of big stages there are, and then obviously the same rappers are there. And I know you're friends with Governor B. That's the thing. I would say it's you and Governor B on the same level of music you know, maybe one even more than the other kind of, I'm not going to say which, but you know what I'm saying? It's like, that's how I see it. So then I'm thinking to myself, why aren't you on the big stages? Like, you should,
Right.
you know what I mean? You've been in it for a while now. I'm thinking like, but like you said, I think it's down to people, the sound of it, because they are very, they're more like dancey, aren't they?
Indeed, and everyone has their preferences, you know. Like, if you want to talk about grime music, it originated from East London, you know, where most of its consumers and listeners were, you know, black people from East London, if you want to be real, around London. And when you listen to things like pop and, you know, dance music and more up-tempo music, it's the consumers are more wider, on a more wider scale, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
So I would, I don't know if I would class it as a race thing. I would never want to, you know, discriminate anyone or anything like that, or play the blame game or pull the race card. But, you know, for those who listen to my music and Governor B's music, know that, you know, our sound is different, the same as my music and Faith Child's music. Them guys do what they love, they do what they're good at, and so do I. So, yeah.
Yeah, man, that's what I say as well. I definitely wouldn't say it's a race thing. I just, it's a preference of music, and like you said, and like I agree, and I'm wishing for the same thing. I'm praying for the same thing, that we see more proper grime artists of the gospel side onto main stages. You know, I think it should be more welcoming.
Yeah, I'd like
man.
to see that too, man.
I want to get straight into the revolutionary. I've got 4 tracks. 3 of them are revolutionary. What's the last one I said was 2017, the 2017.
2017.
Was that just released as a single then?
It was released as a single. I don't have rights to the instrumental, so even though I know who produced it, so I decided to put it out on my SoundCloud, AStar Music UK. So since 2004, I've decided to do a series of, you know, just speaking about how my year's gone or how I would like my year to go, or just things that I've been through. For those who know my music know that I'm very open in my freestyle. So I did 2014 a few years ago. I skipped 2015 because the EP came out. Last year I did 2016 with Governor B, and this year I decided to do 2017. Hopefully it will carry on till, you know, there's the next chapter.
Yeah, man, that sounds better, because the other day I was listening to, I was watching actually, you know, Sway in the Morning?
Yeah.
And he had like one of his, what he calls like hyena sessions, like the young bucks come up. And there's one guy on there and he said, I'm doing a new thing this year for 2017. He said, I'm doing, for 52 weeks of the year, I'm doing a new song every week. And I just thought to myself, that's so boring, man. Everyone's going to be like, you know what I mean? They ain't going to want to listen to you, are they?
Right.
But obviously, like, one a year makes more sense.
Yeah. For me, I think as long as it's genuine and the music's authentic, then, you know, if you've got fans that want to hear a new tune from you every week, then cool. If you don't, you just got to know what, you know, your supporters appreciate from you, and I guess give them that, you know. For me, I know that, you know, I'm not the type of guy that really makes a lot of, you know, performance tracks. I'd rather just make a freestyle, just speaking on how I feel. If I'm going through a good time, or if there's stuff that's going on that I don't really like, I'll speak about it, you know?
Yeah, man, I feel you.